Yeah.
I feel so scrumptious.
Goody for you. You know when you kiss a boy for the first time and it feels like your entire body is on vibrate?
Yeah? It's that good.
Well, that's nice. Me, I'm still a little bit depressed about, the giant smoldering funeral pyre in the middle of town.
MoveOn.org, needy. It's over. Life is too short to be moping around
About some white trash pig roast.
That's sweet, Jen. I tell it like it is. And besides, you know what? You should be happy for me because I am having the best day since, Jesus invented the calendar.
Jesus didn't invent the calendar.
Whatever.
Other line, hold on.
So blow it off.
It'll just be a minute.
Pooh. I'm crossing you out.
Hey.
I need to see you right now.
I can barely hear you.
It's because Camille is playing the piano. Knock it off, Camille.
You knock it off.
Can you meet me at McCollum in 10?
You knock it off, Chip. Your penis cheese.
At 15? I gotta go.
I am a god.
Okay. I gotta meet Chip in McCollum Park.
Chip is looking really cute to me lately.
So tell me, is he, packing some serious pubic inches?
What's the story down there?
I gotta go.
So, what's up, everybody? It's me, D, and I'm with my two homeboys. My guys that stay beside me all the time. We're close together like fries in a fry box at McDonald's. That's my boy Eris. Eris is kind of cool. He's a bit of my fashionista friend. Somebody that you can hang out with and get a Pepsi. Speaking of which, Pepsi is so bad. It's actually bad for you. I heard melts actually acid off of batteries. That's just so fucking wild. But you know what else is wild? My tall friend CJ. He's a bit of a cutie, but at the same time, I bet his cock is really, really short, but his balls are gigantic. I don't know, but either way, they're my besties, and we're gonna stay together forever. Oh my god, I just threw up. Oh my god.
Yo, CJ, you got the steak, right? I got the hammer.
Yo,
we know it needs to be done.
You know what, Chris? You know what? I've seen you put up shields for a lot of people. You better not put one up for Diablo Cody's dialogue. You better not.
No, I'm not putting up anything for dialogue.
Thank God. Oh God.
What are you talking about? My thing is this. I remember when this movie came out. Yeah, that's funny. This movie does predate 3BG of us coming together too. That's the funny part.
Yeah,
by a single day.
I know, but still, right around that time, we weren't really going to the movies like that and talking about it like that.
Hey, hold up. First of all, how dare you, movie? You had the nerve of coming out the day before my birthday. What, did you think this was supposed to be a birthday present to me? By having Megan Fox pretty much...
This movie wasn't even on your damn radar, and you know it.
Yeah, it was.
It was?
I knew about this movie.
Okay.
I knew about this movie.
But
and second of all, like I said, what, was this supposed to be a birthday present to me by having Megan Fox pretty much be a ginormous cock tease the entire
I'm sorry, Eris. Megan Fox was something else?
I mean...
Yeah, she was.
What?
When I when I heard, first of all, when I saw how fast she got relegated to horror movie fodder.
This was a movie that actually, quote unquote, and I say quote unquote because I call bullshit on. This is the one that ruined her career, and I mean, not really. It wasn't going nowhere anyway. Let's just be real. What is outside of Transformers? What made anybody think, oh man, she's the next big thing? What did she do?
Transformers pushed it. No, I'm saying Transformers. Transformers gave us that idea. No, sorry, I wouldn't say they gave. No. I take that back. Transformers didn't give us the idea. Transformers pushed the idea in our faces.
Yeah, and I mean the thing of it is, like before then, I'm gonna be real. She really came off like a dime a dozen white chick and stuff because she was in a Lindsay Lohan movie, Confessions of a Teen Drama Queen. I remember because I remember everybody in Hollywood filleting that movie and Lindsay Lohan at the time, and they were praising Megan Fox in that movie too because she was like her like. Yeah, I remember because you remember that was before the drugs. Lindsay Lohan was the hottest thing in fucking Hollywood.
I'm sorry. So. Before the drugs, Lindsay was always on.
No. I'm just saying when Lindsay was looking thick to a lot of dudes, I don't know why, and she didn't look like she was cracked out.
About to go into BAM territory real quick.
Right.
If you want to see Megan Fox's twin, Google Megan Rain. You're welcome.
Okay.
Son.
I've heard that name before, but I have to imagine.
Heard the name. Trust me, you have heard her name and you probably seen her. You just didn't look at her face. I mean, nobody really does.
I probably don't remember the face and stuff.
No. But the thing is, when you Google it,
Megan Rain, like rain over me, or rain as in rain coming out the sky?
Rain coming out the sky.
Okay.
Megan Rain.
I'm mad this nigga's typing.
Well, you are not bullshitting. I think I have seen her before.
No, hey, Chris, show it to your dick. Your dick can answer for you. Nah, we ain't seen her.
No, I have seen her before. I just had to remember. I was like,
yo, I have seen her. Here's your dick. And you didn't touch me, nigga?
No.
Man, fuck. Nah, nigga, fuck you. Next time you need me, I'm going to be shriveled up.
No, because I'm mad because as soon as I hit the Google for her, the Brazzers thing came up. I was like, oh, shit, I remember that scene.
I said.
First thing that shows up is Brazzers. Here's a funny thing. Megan really made her whole mark really being on Maxim most of the time.
Who wasn't on Maxim? Let's be real about this.
I know who wasn't on Maxim, but she was really like one of those girls that was always on all these you know, the 2000s was really a magical time to be a white guy in his teens and 20s, wasn't it? It was a magical time, man.
I was in the Air Force during the time of the big Maxim heyday, and it's like when I got out, Maxim all of a sudden was like, shit, man, everybody on the internet now, so we're going to have to get rid of this magazine. I was like, well...
Isn't it funny that King magazine is still going on and Maxim ain't?
Because niggas don't want to be on their computer and they want to fucking get the actual magazine. Don't know why. I don't get it.
No, actually, it's a lot sadder than that, Chris. It's this. It's really this. It's really a bunch of niggas that were in jail who can't get there. And them niggas are still stuck at 95 and shit. And man, get that magazine, man. Get that full print out, man. Yeah, man.
That's between King magazine and Smooth.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I've never seen Smooth. I've never seen an actual Smooth magazine in front of me.
But Jennifer's Body came out during a time where Megan Fox, and I blame Michael Bay to a point, and I also blame how Hollywood heel turned on her ass for no fucking reason. They kind of like made her out to be some problematic like bimbo and shit in Hollywood when she actually wasn't.
She really wasn't. I will say this. Megan, it's half and half for Megan. It's really half and half for Megan because she did nothing verbally or nothing to really make her on the outskirts of that. What really gets me is the other half of that, where it's her all of a sudden like, I don't know why people have this image of me. Bitch, what have you done for the last 12 years?
Exactly. You look hot in movies. That's just what it is.
Like real talk. This is the reason why I roll my eyes when people say you're victim blaming. It's like, what did you do before that? Like if my son touches a hot stove and goes, Dad, it stung. Yeah, it's your dumb ass. My son won't say, Dad, you're victim blaming. No.
No, but it's one of those, yeah, she was in movies being hot. I get it. I 100% get it.
And that's what I'm saying. When you put out that image, people are going to have that perception of you. Despite who you really are, people are going to have that perception. And it is fucked up. It is fucked up that people take you as a hoe. But here's the thing: all they have ever seen you do was hoe things.
But hold on. Let me ask, because I gotta ask this question. And no, I'm not trying to be on anyone's side or anything like that. But let's understand something. She's an actress. She is doing what the director tells her to do,
which is true.
Which is true. Very true. The
director says, "Hey, look, I'm gonna need you to wear these. Booty shorts and sit on the edge of a bike and act like you're doing some car work. There you go. I'm gonna need you to wear this. I'm gonna need you to wear this super mini denim skirt, and I'm gonna need you to bend over for I'm gonna need you to bend over at least 50 times as we try to get this take of you working on an engine again." Exactly. She's doing what she's told. So how can you say? How can you really say that it's her fault?
I didn't say it was her fault.
I'm not saying you, D. I'm talking about people in general. I'm talking about people who just said, "Oh, she only got famous for being pretty."
The fuck was she supposed to be ugly? I mean, that's just the game is the fucking game here. Let's be real about this.
Exactly.
I mean, that's not her fault. It's just she was the chosen person in that moment.
I will say this though. For her to come out I was forced to do all these things and this, that, all the other, and all that, and I agree with her. But the other half of me is when that casting director called you, you didn't say no.
Yeah, I mean, it puts away. Opportunity is opportunity. You're in Transformers. It's a franchise. I get it. We all get it. You gotta pay the bills. We 100% get it. We will never knock you for it.
Now here's the funny thing. The funny thing is that 10 years ago, critics blasted this movie, rightfully so, for whatever reason. Flip side of it, now feminists and all these quote-unquote woke people are blasting the movie now. And it's like Megan Fox can't get a break either.
But here's the wild part, and this goes to me and Dee were talking about. So Diablo Cody wrote this movie. She also wrote Juno, which to this day, I like the movie. I like the movie. I think Ellen Page acted very well in this movie. I like the people in the movie. Let me preface it like that, right? I agree with you, D, though. I do agree with you, though. It's fucking white privilege, because flip that script and say, let's make Juno a black chick, and they try to make it wacky and comedic, motherfuckers will lose their goddamn mind.
Do you want better? Flip that from, make it still, her name is Juno, but her last name is Martinez, and she's from Texas. Oh my God. People would have lost their goddamn mind. It's so I hated the movie because I wanted to punch Ellen Page in the face.
I didn't mind.
Oh my God, guys. I never wanted to punch a pregnant woman ever in my life until I saw that movie.
Now let me ask you this. Did you want to punch her more for this movie, or did you want to punch her for her performance in for her performance in that PS3 game? Beyond Two Souls?
Wow. Now I heard she wasn't bad in the game. I don't know.
Yeah, she wasn't. I didn't
play the game. Oh, the game is terrible. Oh, that game is terrible. You need to see game. If you never played it, Chris, you need to see game.
Which game? Whoa, time out.
Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah, I did see a playthrough. That was.
That game is terrible. Eesh. That game is terrible. And the French dude that makes the game, he thinks he's so fucking clever.
That was the same people that did Ergo Prophecy.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the same people that did Hard Rain, and the same
Heavy Rain.
Heavy rain, hard rain. I'm
God,
thinking
imagine if they
We
imagine
just
if
want the money.
Imagine if Hard Rain was a video game. Holy crap.
Press B. Press B. Damn it, Jimmy!
Dialogue box comes up. It's either pick we just want the money and then pick the other option. We don't want the money. Take your pick.
We don't want the money. Then all of a sudden you get this option. You just see something in the corner. It says, guys, I was about to say William Shatner. Good Lord. Christian Slater hears you. All of a sudden, how do you know we have money? All of a sudden, the game's he's like, fuck, I gotta do that part over again.
Oh, and then also there's the other part. Hubcap dodging becomes the QTE moment.
No, Eris, buddy, I knew you were better. The rogue, motorboat.
The rogue motorboat.
No, but see, okay. So back up.
No, real quick. Gotta do it, you guys. If y'all have not heard the Hard Rain episode, you need to stop right now and go to it. It's one of our best episodes. It's awesome. Anyway.
No, but like going back to Diablo Cody, I really feel if I'm really looking at her career, I'm gonna be real. She peaked at Juno.
She peaked at Juno.
She really peaked at Juno, and it's like ooh.
It's like this. While I get why, here's the funny thing. When you actually look at Juno, it hits you on why people like her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could say this much about her. There is something about her dialogue that people really connect to. But if you really want to know the truth, imagine if Deadpool had a pussy. That's it. That's
because
really,
I mean, it worked for to me. That writing, it worked for Juno because of the comedic aspect of what that movie was doing. Like, hey, pregnancy, it's funny, right? Teen pregnancy, yeah. And then you flip it.
In the 2000s, and it was perfect because the 2000s had this thing where it was trying to be anti, like your parents. You know what I mean? That type of bullshit. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was kind of cool for white kids to rebel in that way. Note that I say white kids because Juno is one of the most whitest fucking movies.
Let's be real.
Anyway.
That's the type of movie that would be on the ABC After School special. Teen pregnancy. Is she going to abort the baby or is she not going to abort the baby? You know, that kind of thing. So
that's terrible. That's just terrible because ABC would dress it up. An ABC special. What would happen if you had a baby at that age? Now, let's make those people
Hey,
black.
D, that wouldn't even
put them on board.
D, first of all, that wouldn't even be the tagline. The tagline would be, what would you do if you had a choice?
Exactly.
Wow. Black. Look, here's black girls. Oh, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So it's like you can't take that dialogue you did with Juno and turn it into Jennifer's Body. And the thing about Jennifer's Body is that it's twofold. I like the concept of it because, you know, the idea of a band taking this chick who is clearly not a fucking virgin, but they're too stupid to realize that shit. And they sacrifice her to get fame and fortune because whiteness. And they're really very short-sighted, too, because I'm like, really? You sacrifice a virgin for fame? Like, okay.
You know what? Shout out to, I'm going to say one shout out. Shout out to Fall Out Boy for them saying, no, we're not doing this movie.
Yeah.
Shout out. But here's the flip side of that. And really? To the members of Good Charlotte, why didn't you do this movie?
I know, right? And because again, this is the beginning of the movie here. Because one of the characters, you got Megan Fox playing Jennifer, the title character, and Amanda Seyfried, who I feel she gets lost in the shuffle of all the young adult movies to where I'm like, is that Amanda Seyfried? I think it is.
She kind of is.
She gets actually no. Well, it could be worse. She could be in that was it Allison Hannigan situation.
She is the Allison Hannigan. What are you talking about?
I'm about to say.
Okay, so she's in that same camp of she's too old to play young characters, but yet
she can play young characters? Question
No. That's the problem. See, with Allison, aka the band chick from American Pie, where she got to that point in her career where she's too old to play that young character, but she's too young to play these older characters.
That's why she played Willow and Buffy for like God knows how fucking long, because it's like, all right, we're just gonna have
35 by the time.
She really was. It's like, so you're an emo witch. All right, cool, I guess. All right, fine.
It's like Amanda Seyfried did fall in that same boat like a lot. Ellen Page is kind of in that same fucking realm when we think about it now too. Yeah. I will say this:
until her likeness gets snatched away for a better PlayStation game.
Somebody decide, hey, let's make her nude for no fucking reason in this game. Way to go, Beyond Two.
First off, look. This might sound piggish.
I would have been pissed like her.
This might sound piggish, but I'm not checking for Ellen Page tits. I'm sorry, that's just not happening.
Speaking of which, I like how Ellen Page learned that she was new to that game because I bet Ellen Page reaction was this: my tits don't look like. Oh my god, I'm naked. Who did that? Just to let it out. I don't like Amanda Seyfried. I don't. And here's the thing.
I don't have a problem with her, but
it's like this. It's not her acting. Mm-hmm. Let me make that very clear. It has nothing to do about her craft. Why you don't like her, D? I don't. Why? I just don't.
That's the thing. It's like, because it's like, I
can't tell you.
I don't know. It's weird. She's in that weird position where it's like, you can't really heel turn on her. She just does her job and keeps it moving. She doesn't linger. She just goes in, like she's in Mamma Mia, but it's like you couldn't tell because everybody else is fucking overshadowing her, like Pierce Brosnan and all these other older veteran actors. They're overshadowing her.
Old white women.
Yeah, really, it really is. And it's like, isn't Amanda Seyfried in Mamma Mia? Yeah, I think she is, but I can't tell because not Glenn Close, the other shit.
I'm not sure. Oh, God.
The one from Devil Wears Prada.
Meryl Streep.
Yeah, Meryl Streep is overwriting her, and I'm like, but doesn't Amanda Seyfried have top billing? Yeah. Can't tell.
Well, but here's another thing too. Amanda Seyfried. Yeah, she has had top billing in a few movies, and nobody really recognized. You know what? Let's just be real. Bryce Dallas Howard took her job.
Yeah, she really did. She really did. And here's the kicker, though. Amanda Seyfried's character is the type of detective we've all seen in high school, where she's very just low-key, mousy a little bit and stuff, and yet she's friends with Jennifer because reasons.
Now, hold on.
Well, if Charlie Brown had a live-action film, this was our Marcy.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I agree. But here's the thing. I have seen plenty of Marcys hang out with the hoe, either because that hoe was their sister, or, in the case of this movie, that's actually her best friend.
And it's weird because it doesn't come off like they're best friends to a point.
It does to me. It does to me.
But not in the sense that we know, because all three of us are best friends, right? But it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm thinking in the high school mentality of like, you expect best friends to kind of like be alike to an extent, right?
See, that's what you're doing. Yeah, you are. You are thinking like in high school, you're putting both of them in a box and saying, hey, you can't beef with each other. No. Yeah. I've seen it enough times where the school slut, school hoe, or just the girl that looks like a hoe, look, y'all seen American Beauty right before that gay rapist was about to get on top of homegirl from American Pie. Mm-hmm. That was a good one. But yeah, y'all see what happened. She's like, I'm a virgin. He was like, what? I never had sex before. I just talk a big game. I never had sex before.
What? No.
You hate to see it, but at the same time,
that happens all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
And
girls
that would
front
be
like they the sluts, but they straight up are virgins.
And that would be a genuine reaction from the dude is, what? No.
Yeah, because Kevin Spacey had this look on his face like, ah, damn it, I was about to bone a 16-year-old. Damn it. Well, hold on. Hey, Chris. Well, at least I did it that one time. Yeah, I'm not letting that go. Kevin Spacey tied up a guy and made him a sex slave. I am not letting that go.
Yeah.
He's a full-on rapist, man. Good Lord,
but here's the thing, like, it's one of those things that, I mean, I think, we all went through high school. we could probably crack off at least 2 or 3 popular chicks that probably were bullshitting everybody thinking that they were one thing even though they weren't. So
Shaw, 3 Black Geeks. The fuck I couldn't.
I didn't say you couldn't. I said you can.
No, I could not. The fuck I couldn't. No, Let me tell you something. I will say this, and this is the reason why I am the way I am. I am glad I didn't sleep with the girls I really wanted to sleep with in high school. I am totally glad.
In retrospect, yeah, I can say the same thing too.
I have stayed away from them dumpster fires. Nigga, I had look. Everybody knows me. I went to Crossing High School. I have names that if I start listing them off right now, and I will never do that. But if I was so bold to list names, y'all niggas like, yep, that pussy was trash.
I mean, me and Aris know a couple of them. Again, no names, but it's like,
look, hey, Chris, you know my nigga Thaddeus. Thaddeus was like, that bitch was trash. She was trash. I didn't fuck her though, but I heard she was trash.
I mean, and that's the thing too. It's like, I like that this whole beginning, like I said, we get the dynamics because again, we get Amanda Seyfried, we see her in jail, and I'm like, the fuck she doing in jail? And then we flash back to this.
No, she wasn't in jail. She was in
mental hospital. My bad. Sorry.
She was in a mental institution, and what made it, and she was being quiet while everybody was acting crazy and all the rest of that. And what kicks off the movie is her big booting the living shit out of not Octavia Spencer. And
you sure it wasn't Octavia Spencer, D? Uncredited?
No, it wasn't. Look, hey Chris. I wouldn't know it's Octavia Spencer. You want to know why? Because she's a beautiful black woman, and also Octavia Spencer is way too good for this movie.
Octavia Spencer started in some pretty shitty movies initially. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Oh yes, she did. Let's not fake. 2009, she wasn't up there yet.
First of all, that was her cousin, Notavia Spencer.
Look, Notavia has had an interesting career.
This kind of like, was it Tasha Smith and her twin sister that nobody knows about unless you go on Instagram and shit?
Yep.
No, like you like Octavia Spencer. What's her like? That's my cousin. What's her name? Oh, Terry. Terry Spencer.
But like,
so basically they flash back over to seeing her name is Needy, by the way, and
Needy
and Needy and Jennifer. They're basically you get to see everybody in the school, and everybody's in their different groups. And I swear to God, the entire time, Jennifer is just talking in pop culture references. That is all she is saying. I mean, really, everything is fucking this, fucking that, and it's wow. Here's the funny thing.
AD followed by everything is just like you said, followed with an upwards inflection like a typical Valley girl.
Oh yeah, and then this will happen. Hey, what's going on, Brian? Is your dick hard today? Shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Yeah. Where did that come from? Like, but here's the funny thing. As much as I knock Diablo Cody's dialogue, it fits her.
Yeah.
It amazingly fits her. And I can't get mad at half the shit she's saying, even though by the end of the movie, I'm ready to throw a bat at that bitch's head. But still, both of the girls decided to go to a little itty-bitty hole-in-the-wall club to see a band play. And while they're there, they get to see, hey, look, it's Chris Pratt. Seriously, Chris Pratt is in this movie for a half a second.
Chubby Chris Pratt.
And just disappears. He's gone.
What, just like how he was in, was it Wanted that same year?
Yeah. He was in
Parks and Recs. He was in Parks and Recs on TV, so he didn't quite blow up around this time.
Yeah, I think the following year that's when he went to Parks. That's when Parks and Recs came out. Or I don't know when that.
Either which way.
It's funny because it's funny you mentioned that him being a Wanted, because in Wanted he got slapped with a keyboard. In this movie, he basically kind of drops the hint that he got an Andy J from a 17-year-old girl. Way to go, Chris.
You know what? I love Chris Pratt because he sells you on his sleaziness. He's really good at that.
She was like, oh, that ain't the first time you see. He's like, hey, go ahead. That's not funny.
Again, he sells it as like, that's funny. That is hilarious.
No, but anyway, So the band gets up there and they start doing this really lame song. And Needy notices that there's a fire in the club and no one's reacting to it. And then the fire just takes over the whole club. Everybody's running around, and for some reason Jennifer is like tranced by this average ass music
featuring Adam Brody as the lead singer, because of course he's...
I got some bad news for you, movie. Carrie did it better.
hey, Adam Brody. Me and my wife Angela was telling ourselves, what was the last thing you were ever in?
Adam Brody will always be sidekick material in every fucking movie, despite them trying to make him something. I remember that month. Dude, George Miller, you're going to laugh at this, D. George fucking Miller, Mad Max fame, was going to make this motherfucker Superman.
What?
Yeah. That Justice League movie, yeah, the Army Hammer was supposed to be Batman. He was supposed to be fucking Superman. I'm not even fucking joking.
Huh.
Which is ironic because he's in Shazam as one of the Shazam kids.
I know, but I'm here's the thing.
Sorry, I fucked you up on that one. It just blows my mind.
I can't see none of that. But anyway, as they leave, Needy, just people on fire. The best one was that one woman that was on fire that was flying out the club. And
yep.
No, that was the best one, because what makes it so bad is that Needy's like, Jen, are you okay? She's like, yeah, why did you take me out? It's like, because you were confused, or all of a sudden you just see this woman.
That was on some cartoon stuff right there.
A movie that is already cartoony anyway. I mean, shit.
And then here comes the band asking, hey, Jen, hey, it was a bad time. Hey, you want to come with us? You want to party with us? And Jennifer's like, yeah, sure. And Needy's like, why? Those dicks are not worth the suck. Why are you going in there?
Average ass fucking damn dicks. What are we doing here?
And then and then they drive off. And then what happens to Jennifer is what we all think will happen to Jennifer. Oh yeah, by the way, we did not mention there's a plot. There's something that we didn't mention. They are by this weird waterfall that goes into complete nothing. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Whatever falls into this little whirlpool, either it disappears forever or it washes out somewhere else. Nobody really knows.
Or as Needy said, it's just really, really deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just really, really deep in like a cave, and it just pops out somewhere else from a cave, in another cave somewhere. It goes underground, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty much where it goes. So they said scientists have dropped so much stuff down there and nothing ever come back. And I'm thinking to myself like, okay, thank you for that movie. Where does this come into? Oh, the band are also Satanists?
Question mark?
Yeah, it is a question mark, because the band sacrifices her for fame, and they needed to sacrifice a virgin, and then everybody says the same thing: virgin.
Thanks to Needy's supersonic ability to hear in a very loud dive bar / countryside. / nightclub in the burbs. Spot. She's able to hear this two-way conversation from clear across the room, and she's like, that girl, she happens to be my best friend that you're talking about, and yes, she is a virgin.
No, she's not.
But here's the thing. I'm not saying that you can look at somebody and say they're not a virgin, but clearly when you look at Jennifer, I'm like, she's not a virgin. Come on, guys.
No. It's like some people, it's like, no, you're not. Look, it's almost like somebody saying, like you have that one guy come, if you work at the gas station and this kid comes, yeah, let me get that pack of cigarettes right there. Dude,
you don't smoke.
You're 14.
It's like you don't smoke. Because there's ways you can tell people that do smoke where like, yeah, let me get a pack of Newport 100s in a box. All right, bet.
Hey, man,
it's the way you say it. It's the way you say it.
Hey, nigga, you got some loose cigarettes over there, nigga?
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, not like that. That nigga smokes. Not this one kid coming up there. Yeah, can I get a single? Just one single. Like, why you nervous, nigga? Let me see your ID. He just runs off. You already know.
Get the fuck out of my face.
With Jennifer, I'm sorry, and I hate to say it sound like this because yeah, she's supposed to be a high schooler, but let's just be real. She went up there looking like she was trying to fuck. So
was talking first of all, she was one upward inflection away from pulling the Amy Rochelle.
I mean,
she really would.
I mean, she was one Budweiser away from fucking somebody. If I'm gonna be real.
La Rita.
Oh no, it's 2009, so La Rita's not so much. I said Budweiser. That's like the white.
No. It's 2009. No, Chris, it's 2009. She was 1 4 Loco away.
Oh man, OG 4 Loco too. Shit.
Oh my God, yeah, it's the OG formula.
And by Amy Rochelle, I do mean the lead actress from that hot movie from 1997 called Rebecca's Secret.
This nigga, these niggas sacrifice her, and Dee has this like she wakes up, goes down to her kitchen, and there's Jennifer,
bloody as fuck,
covered in blood, and. All right, I give it up to Megan Fox. She plays zombie pretty well, and she just grabs like a random chicken and just starts devouring the shit out of it.
First of all, that was a Boston Market chicken.
I like it because she's like, we got that from Boston Market, the black version of that. Bitch, that's my Popeyes. If you don't get off,
man. Time out though, man. I gotta admit though, that creepy smile that she gave the needy, I was like. Yeah, that's not a smile that elicits like my dick went soft immediately. Like, ooh, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
All right, you know what? I'll say. You know what? I'll say that for a later scene actually. But she's like Jen just.
Dude, since when did she? I mean, for real. Since when did she become the spitter from Jurassic Park?
Yo, man, that was just straight up black gunk.
Time out. And this is where Eris told me offline.
Like basically, she turned into the spitter, and then she immediately puked up the plot from Prometheus, the black goo.
What was that black goo?
Yo,
really was that?
And I was sitting there, so nobody cleaned it because just real talk, nobody cleaned that shit from last night.
Flashback. Hold on, sorry. Flash forward to Needy actually mopping it up.
I know, right? I mean, look, clear. But here's the funny part about it, right? Next day, Jennifer just rolls in like nothing.
Yep. And I got to be real with you guys. And I know you're saying, oh, D would say that problematic shit. No, real talk. I've seen girls who came back from the club, fucked up and drunk, and clearly their mouth smelling like penis. And then the next morning, hey.
Well, I've been privy of that too. You see a lot of that in the military. You know what?
So Brandy got dick down last night, did she? Nigga.
Bruh, look, you live in the dorms, and it's not just the women, it's the dudes too, because you can tell who had a hard night where you see a guy, his dorm door is wide the fuck open, and he's passed out on his bed butt naked. I'm like, well, clearly he had a fucking damn hard night. Let me close this door.
Let me help him out real quick.
I mean, I could walk past the door and just leave it open. I was like, you know what, let me close this door.
So the next day in school, they everybody was talking about how the club burned down, so many people died, and all the rest of that. And J.K. Simmons, which we got to see, is one of the teachers of the is actually their teacher. He has a perm in this, glasses, and he has a hook hand. Why does he have a hook hand? Don't look at me. Don't you goddamn look at me.
I swear to God, I think that was J.K. Simmons' idea. Like, all right, I'm a teacher, right? Can I have a hook for a hand? Sure, J.K. Fine. Go for it. Sure, Mr. Simmons. We love you as J.J., so fine. You can do whatever you want.
So basically, everything's all right. Everybody needs, it's a tragedy at a white school because tragedy as a black school is like, all right, y'all cool? All right.
Keon got shot the other night. Well, that's sad.
Oh, yeah,
But
I know y'all heard
anyways.
that. But y'all motherfuckers need to be on time. There will be hall sweeps.
And that's that. White people, it's like, it's like a melodrama. Like, goddamn,
Hey,
really?
take the dick, buddy.
Well, time
Hey,
out.
buddy.
Well, time out. Let me rephrase that. And Eris knows this. When homegirl in our school died in that car accident, that shit was sad as fuck the whole day.
Yo, there's somebody in my school that got killed at a go-go club, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be real with you. Nothing got canceled that day, so
It's a go-go club. This shit ain't important.
look, if somebody laughed like, for real, dude, you laughing about that death? First off, I didn't know the nigga. Second of all, that was 15 years ago. So
I mean, but that's yeah. So yeah. I mean, hey, everybody handles death differently, but you're right. I mean, for the most part, black schools is like death happens. It's like okay.
No. It gets treated like a black mother that disapproves something.
Yeah, she'd been out there that night, wouldn't she?
But but then we get to see why Jennifer is the way she is right now, and they start off the scene as the best shot in the movie to me because it makes no fucking sense why you would frame it in that sense. All of a sudden, you just see her like heavy metal music. It's just zooming into a guy that's just standing in the middle of the field, and they just zoom into him while playing this hard metal music. You're like, oh, there's going to be an action scene, and it just cuts off, and Jennifer walks to him. I'm like this. Thank you.
I mean, but
That
like,
was really necessary.
but like the concept of we find out that Jennifer is a succubus because, as is pointed out, since she's not a virgin. The downside to her being sacrificed, it turned her into a succubus instead of her dying.
I'm sorry. Did I just did I just see the live action version of Bible Black?
No, you didn't.
Nah.
You didn't.
Hold on. I mean the live action Bible Black without the entertainment.
Now, hold on, Eris. We still got an hour left in this movie. Maybe a girl goes up to the podium and starts masturbating.
There's an hour left in this?
What's funny here? The fact that I mentioned a girl masturbating in front of the whole school, or Eris going, there's a fucking hour.
I mean, you know what was funny about that whole scene when she meets Homeboy in the field is that, Homeboy's touching her tits and he's all like doing that deep breath like I'm like, dog, it's tits, man. It ain't that serious. I mean, look.
And also, here's me as a guy that loves a good pair of boobs. Here's me, dude. Those are barely C cups. Bring it in.
Really, I'm like, hey, dude, bring it in.
Now hold on. Now, if this was Jennifer with the Transformer 2 body, then we got something to work with.
Well, considering this was after Transformers 2, I mean.
Yeah, but but you know the funny thing about that, CJ? How come she looked thick in Transformers 2, but yet in this, what happened?
Because she was eating good in Transformers 2.
No,
that she was.
Old.
How many? Hold on. How many? Hey, yo, for real, Megan. I just need you to holler at me real quick.
Now hold on, Eris. I know what you're thinking. This is the reason why Michael Bay knows how to shoot porn. That's why she looked good.
Why hasn't he shot porn? That is the question.
You know what?
Yeah.
No, and you know the sad thing is he could shoot it because the explosions in that movie, you wouldn't know which one was a real explosion.
Dude, the cum shots would be magnificent.
God dang it, CJ.
No, but Chris, you know what the best part about this was, though? The fact that my man, while getting the weirdest hand job in the world, she stands up, unzips her top, and I'm just thinking, wow, so we just doing no bra today, huh, girl?
I know, right? Hey, the most perkiest fucking tits you ever.
Look, it's like this. Look, real talk. I don't really care for Megan Fox that much, but real talk. Good for you, girl. But anyway, But then here's just D's question. Here's just D's question. Why do that and then unhinge your jaw and eat him? It's just like, so why did you even do that?
In front of the animals too. Like I was like, is this fucking Cinderella all of a sudden? All the animals just okay, cool, I guess.
You know, I used to question why the boss unzipped her top to show naked snake her scars, but I understood it. You understood why she did it. Yeah, it was a part of Hideo Kojima objectifying women, but it was telling a story. In this one, you just wanted to show side boob, dog.
I mean,
but no. D, see, first of all, I refuse to let you put that on Kojima by saying he was objectifying women. All right, story time. Quick story time. That like the model of the boss that he originally wanted to go with was not going to be that full-on bodysuit. Instead, her outfit was supposed to be what we saw Quiet have,
Yeah,
and instead of the scar, which resembled a snake, she had a literal snake tattoo that was tattooed on her right boob. So whenever she fired the Patriot, we would get the jiggle because of PS2 graphics and physics, and it would look like the snake is laughing at you. Yeah, Kojima. Thank God you had that good writer for your first 3 games.
Yeah,
Back to this horrible movie.
now here's the thing.
Oh no, you know what? Eris, you know what that sound out right there? That really sound like Hideo. Yes. So why is she in that whole suit? I mean, it looks cool. Look, I know what it looks like. Why? So I got to go back and write it again. Yes.
I mean, so like Jennifer does that, and there's a loud yelling, and J.K. Simmons rolls inside the woods and sees homeboy's dead body.
J.K. I love what he says though. That's right, kid. Let it out.
I know, right?
They are look. This is a black comedy. And there are moments where it's like, okay, movie, that was good.
yeah. And like the family gets there after this is happening and stuff, and the mom is just like, oh my God, he's dead. And it's like, okay, lady, I get it. 100%
All right,
get
bring
it.
it in. Hey, like, look, hey, lady, bring it in. It's not like your son was eaten by a ravenous monster, okay?
Yeah, but I like how Jennifer, she does that, and it's just back to stat quo of her just talking to Needy like nothing happened.
I mean, everything, and Needy even said, everything was actually good for about a month.
I mean, but that's the thing. It's like Jennifer, her being a succubus, she has to feed on guys in order to keep the appearance of her being normal.
She has to. Yeah, she has to keep on eating guys because by the end of that month. Oh yeah, by the way, just throw it out there. There's a side story with Needy and her boyfriend, and her and the boyfriend can never go all the way because something always interrupts them and all that shit, yada, yada, yada. Also, Amy Sedaris is actually Needy's mom in this. And yeah, people who know Amy Sedaris like I do, she is totally wasted in this movie. She's a lot funnier, and she should actually have a prominent role in this movie. But at the same time, good.
I mean, yeah, you ain't lying on that one. But I mean, I think it was just like, hey, we need a big get for this, so get Amy Sedaris. Okay.
She wasn't even a big get. Because here's the thing about Amy Sedaris, she doesn't do a lot of stuff, so to say. I think Amy Sedaris lucks out that she knows the right people.
Yeah.
And she got her own show right now on True Network right now. But I
like her in BoJack Horseman though, so
Yeah, she knows. Like I said, she's in that right circle of comedians that she can.
Yeah, I forgot she is Canadian, ain't she?
yeah, it's that little circle, but at the same time, she's with that same circle of comedians that kind of hover around Stephen Colbert as well, too.
Can I be real?
So,
I think I'm probably like maybe the only black person that watched that show, Strangers with Candy.
I did too. I thought Strangers.
Okay, so there's 2 black people that know that. Swear to God, if I go to a black cookout and say, y'all want strangers with candy? Niggas gonna look at me like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Strangers with candy, nigga, what the fuck? Who got the candy, nigga? Yes. So you see Jennifer, she's looking like how Megan Fox looks today. Oh, that's me, and I know it's me. No, Megan Fox will never walk around with no makeup.
Bro, she literally looked like the fucking Walking Dead. I was like, so you haven't been feeding lately, huh? All right. Oh my God, man. You know what? I would give the movie credit to. I like the effects of Jennifer when she doesn't eat and stuff, just how she just looks like she is literally about to die. But yeah, she really does, like, she needs her fix immediately and stuff, and she's literally like getting testy with Needy and stuff. I'm like, oh, so you need to feed on somebody in order to keep yourself like not being fucking damn moody the whole time. All right, cool.
I mean, you know what, and just in case we didn't already go into this, I do want to mention the fact that the movie, it took us an hour, since I mentioned earlier there's still an hour left in this movie. It took us an hour to see the selling point of this movie. The selling point, Needy and Jennifer's makeout session.
Yo, it took a full hour for that. It took longer. Real talk, it really did take way longer than it should have.
I mean, yeah.
You could have done that in the first few minutes, but it was so funny because she showed up. I liked it how she showed up because she was like, wait a minute, you look okay, yeah, I'm always good, girl. What are you talking about?
Like, clearly you look like you are, like, about to die. Like I said, again, The Walking Dead.
I was like, girl, what have you been doing? Like, for the love of God, someone give this woman a ham sandwich.
Oh, man. But, like, But I like the fact that also, too, we failed to mention the fact that the band apparently lied to everybody about the fact of, we saved some people during that fire. No, you didn't. What are you talking about?
Also, the band, their song, I think it's called Through the Trees or Through the Woods or some bullshit, is like the biggest song in the country. And everybody's like, that tragedy was bad. It's like, bitch, I was there. You weren't there. I know what happened. I read it on Wikipedia. And I laugh at that joke because I was like, I like how the Gen Xer made fun of the millennials saying, I read it on Wikipedia, because she don't know in 7 years, there's a whole bunch of old heads like, hey, I read it on Wikipedia. Hillary Clinton has a sex dungeon beneath a Taco Bell in Texas.
Well, people also forget, too, that, hey, Wikipedia, everybody figured out around that time, oh, we can edit this shit? All right, bet. Let's go.
Actually, I felt like people knew that you could edit on Wikipedia like in 2008, and that's when it was like the wild, wild west for that shit.
Oh, I remember people fucking bullshitting on the comic side of Wikipedia where they were just throwing in bullshit entries just for the sake of it.
I like how, and then Jennifer eats the emo kid, right? And
I thought it was the dude from Green Day.
See, it looked like him though. It did look like Billy, I think his name Billy Joel or whatever. I don't know that nigga's name. But but yeah, I did like that part because she was all like, he's like, yeah, it's like he thought it was all cool because it was all like gothic light and shit. And also, by the way, I hate how the 2000s and even now writes people who are goth. I totally hate it because none of them talk that way.
It's a phase, dude.
Look, it's like this because none of them talk like that all the time.
I mean, yeah.
But here's the thing that got me though. Like, she's like, you thought that was cool, and she changed her eye color. He was like, oh God, no. Here's me. I don't know about you, nigga, but my dick just got hard. I know,
right?
Yeah, that was an immediate. Yo, she about to get this lethal D right now.
Hey, look, hey. Look, Jennifer, I know you about to eat me, but here's the thing. Can you at least yank it like twice? That's all I kind of need.
Can I come one time before you do it, please?
Look, there just becomes like male begging where we're negotiating. Look, can I get some of the tip and like all of the shaft, and I stop.
Oh man, or just can you touch my pee-pee? Just touch it one time.
Just call it a pee-pee.
Nah, I forgot. I think it was one of the Adam Sandler movies. Oh no, that's what it was. You Don't Mess with the Zohan, where he was like negotiating, trying to get Mariah Carey. He's like, all right, you get Mariah Carey, and she touched my pee-pee twice.
My pee-pee.
And John Turturro's looking at him like, no, that's not happening.
But yeah, you see like now, go back to that kiss. Real talk, y'all. It could be because porn, and it could be because that's never been my thing, but I felt nothing.
What, between Needy and her boyfriend?
No, Needy and Jennifer having that little kiss, and
that was a thing that, God, I fucking hated the MTV Awards that year for that shit. I think that won Best Kiss that year or some shit, and I was like, oh, because it's two chicks kissing, progressive. Okay, I guess.
Yeah, the chicks are kissing, man. It's hot.
But to me, it only works if one of them is, say, bi or something. Okay, fine, cool. If you establish, like, Needy was bi or some shit, but not just, all right, I have a scene and Needy and Jennifer kiss because
they kiss.
It's hot.
They kiss because... Yeah, thank you. They kiss because it's hot. They kiss because that's a thing you do. You know what I mean? It's nothing really.
I remember around this time, too, that there was literally on YouTube, again, early Wild Wild West YouTube, a lesbian kissing compilation that made the rounds online, and I was like, this is a thing? Okay.
Yeah, because guys really think that shit... Guys and girls think that shit's hot, so...
Guys think it's hot until they get denied a threesome at the same time, thinking that means they can jump in. I'm like, no, that does not mean you jump in, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what it is? It's also the party girl thing. Party girls do that shit. And, party has changed over the years, but that's like the one go.
Yeah.
Hey, let's make these guys cheer for us. Let's kiss. For no fucking reason. Everybody fucking love it. Yo, I always said that Jennifer in this movie, well, Diablo Cody, actually, she writes what I like to call fuck me, Bobby dialogue, where you have to say, when I say fuck me, Bobby, you have to say it like, who's that? Amanda Ferris in Fuck It All, in Scary Movie. Fuck me, Bobby.
Look, I've seen some,
look. You know what I'm talking about, Chris, but they don't use the word dick, they use the word cock all the time.
Look, I have seen, I think we've all seen Blacked, and I still to this day do not understand white women's fascination of saying cock instead of just saying dick. It's just weird to me still. It really is.
Because saying cock is nasty, that's why.
Cock is not nasty to me, I'm sorry. Dick just, right there.
How's dick nasty? No, it's nasty.
First of all, it's not. First of all, it's not nasty. It's blatant.
Yeah, the blatantness of dick appeals more than cock. I'm just saying.
You know what it is. When you say when you say dick instead of cock, it's like getting hit with a blunt object.
Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Like if a girl sister says, "I want to suck your dick," you're just like, "Whoa, wait a minute, what was that?" But suck your cock, it's like.
That's a command, nigga. That's a command, son. Yo, and it makes it even the other word. No, here's y'all say, oh, those are nasty words. No, that's not a nasty word. You want to know what's a nasty sounding word? Mm-hmm. Scrotum. That's a nasty word.
First off, white guys say scrotum. All right, you phrase that.
Hit me right my scrotum.
So just go on ahead and just lick me in the gooch and we'll be good. How about that?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, you never heard the gooch area.
No, I heard the gooch. I'm just wasn't ready for you to say.
Hey, look, again, you watch Blacked and I remember, I don't know which chick said.
See, that's the reason why I can't watch Black, because the niggas on there be going the extra mile. Yeah, eat my asshole, bitch.
Exactly. No, yes, you are 100% right. And I ain't gonna lie.
Look, you know the other reason I don't watch Black? The other reason I don't watch Black, because the white husband saying right there, no, don't fuck her with that big dick.
I'm sorry, like, there are times where that catches me off guard when dudes like, yeah, go on ahead and lick my ass. So I'm like, whoa, there, buddy.
You know what I've been waiting on, Eris? Eris, you could probably say, nigga, I got the video for you. I have never heard Wesley Pipes talk as that is happening. Like, yeah, bitch, that's right. Yeah, get it all right. Get her all right. That bitch better shine when I get back there.
And Eris hasn't said, I'm going to let you finish, but I found the tape. So clearly that hasn't happened yet.
No. I'm letting D have his fun. Because,
let me guess, you're processing.
Yeah, I'm just processing. I'm processing, and I'm quite sure that there is a video that exists. I mean, come on. The man did a scene with a 76-year-old woman. I am sure this scene exists.
Hey, look, and before anybody judge, nigga, it's an amazing scene, and D's not even joking. You probably won't jerk off to it.
Not as amazing as the fact that Amanda Seyfried played a chick that looked like she was bored of the sex, and I don't blame her from being distracted because my man was going to tent, was pounding on her, and it really didn't feel like it was really helping in that moment.
The only thing that was missing were sound effects of him going like this. Jack Rabbit.
Fucking Blake man over here like,
She was seeing images of Jennifer eating up Homeboy, and she was just being horrified, right? Mm-hmm. And okay, I can't blame Homeboy, because if a girl makes that same face while you're banging her, you're like, oh, hell yeah.
Like, I did it. This is great.
I am scaring the shit out of her. She didn't know it would be this painful. I am large and in charge.
Like, I mean, I knew it was big, but damn.
No. The best part was my boy's like, when she kicked him, when he finally stopped, right? And he's like, what's wrong?
Like, was it something I did?
He said, was it something I did? Am I too big? Here's me. Dude, your dick is only 6 inches. You are not tearing down lumber, dog. Bring it in.
I mean, I don't know whether
that's just... Hold on. First of all, her name ain't Tatiana, and you ain't busting down. Sorry.
And then also, look, I know one of you guys out there like, come on, nigga. I know Nick. Yeah, I know that, but he's a virgin. Trust me, he ain't doing nothing.
I mean, let's be real. No, you know what? To be fair to him, though, that a lot of dudes thought that they were doing something, even though they weren't. You know,
because you know what? Look, hey Chris, we got grown ass men who have been having sex for the last 10 years that still think they're doing something. All right,
and they still don't know where the clitoris is at.
I'm sorry. Look, see, that's bullshit. The clitoris is not a real thing. The female orgasm is a real thing, but the clitoris isn't. Dude, I think you got the joke wrong, and I think you got everything wrong at the same time.
Look, because to hear it on Twitter, and I know it's Twitter, some of the girls and their experience with dudes in high school, I'm just sitting there nodding like, yeah, that sounds about right. Yep. That sounds about right. Mm-hmm.
You know how many guys in high school are self-professed love machines? I had a dude in my class that walked around school with a big can full of condoms because he said you never know when you're going to fuck. I'm just going to be real. When have you ever?
Exactly.
When have you ever? You know, as a kid, I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking this jealousy, like, you don't have sex. No, don't worry, 17-year-old D. He didn't have sex. Trust me. He did what you did with a condom. He jerked off into it and acted like he did.
Exactly. These are things. But we have to talk.
I have to say, hey Chris, I have to say, this BAM episode is long.
I'm sorry for what I started. It all started with me mentioning an actress who looks like the actress of this terrible movie.
I mean, we could talk about how Jennifer jumped on that fucking car like a goddamn spider monkey.
Dude, she didn't just jump on it. I like how she didn't just jump on it. She jobbed to it by acting like a rag doll.
Yo, but
what was that?
No, but you know what was funny too? Not funny. Okay, maybe Fred. I don't know why I say funny. But what was interesting is that when Needy is having that kind of sort of dream of like Jennifer as a cheerleader and Jennifer when she got in that van, the look that Jennifer gave, like she didn't want to be in that van, it's like you could have just yelled for her, but you... And it makes me wonder, are they playing up the aspect that Needy felt guilty that Jennifer is what it is?
I think that's what it was. I think it was playing up a couple things. I think it was playing up that was the last time she ever actually saw Jennifer. Yeah. Number one. And number two, I think it is doing that little whole thing where it's like she felt guilty. And I also think it's kind of to give the director some kind of little artistic license. It does kind of represent them splitting apart as best friends. They're not best friends no more. Even when they're laughing together at this point, they're not best friends. This is not Jennifer. This is a whole different other girl. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
But the crazy part was, Yeah, but the crazy the crazy part was that when they did the flat, when she's explaining everything, Jennifer in reality was just freaked the fuck out when she got in the van. Like, hold up, what are you gonna do? What again? Oh, get me the fuck out of here! And they really, it was kind. I'm not gonna say it was kind of like an allegory for rape, but like it felt that way. Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
it kind of was. Like it kind of was, and especially when you consider that again. It clearly turned into that scene from Bible Black.
That scene got dark real quick. Like, she's kicking dude out the van, and they grabbing her like, grab her. I'm like, yo, so y'all got chloroform or nah? Like, because that looks like that was the next step.
And it does add to, like, the dark tone that's already going on. There is comedy elements because you see all the band members like, dude, we can't fucking do this, man. Look, I got a question. Do you want to be in a lame ass band or you want to be like that guy in Maroon 5? And the only thing that I hate about that is like, here's the thing, Chris. The only thing I hate about that shit is like, dude, you wouldn't know who Adam Levine is. Don't say the guy from Maroon 5. That's Diablo Cody being too lazy to hop on Wikipedia. Don't do that.
Quick Google search right there. It's like, oh yeah.
It's like Google. It's like this, dude. You're a musician. You know who Adam Levine is. Don't act like you don't know the guy from Maroon 5.
And like the scene, like you said, it's very serious because Jennifer is like freaking the fuck out. Like, yo, what the fuck? And it's like, damn, this movie. Okay, shit.
Fuck you, movie, for giving me that was dark because it sounded like it would come out of one of these come out of a graphic novel doing the same thing. He's like, yeah, I got a Bowie knife. And dude was like, Bowie, nice. I'm like, fuck you.
You didn't deserve that joke, movie.
You didn't deserve that joke. You didn't deserve to reference the great David Bowie either. Fuck you.
That joke was that joke was too good even for you. In fact, that joke was worth that joke was worth all 2 stars this movie received.
And then side note, I like how Adam Brody was like the one person in the band that was trying to act tough and shit. And I was like, oh, Adam, you're gonna die, aren't you?
But a part of me also thought the way they were all cool with it and they just stabbed her and they just stabbed Jennifer and they just turned to the waterfall and said, Kobe! Oh.
Exactly!
Yo, it was like, yeah, it's a dark scene, but there's comedy elements to it. And here's a funny thing. It's actually one of the better scenes in the movie, actually, too. Mm-hmm. It really, at least in my opinion, it is, just because it was given this element of dread, and at the same time, they were still trying to crack jokes, and at the same time, it was like genuinely creepy, but you can make fun of it. So I got to give it up. I actually like that scene. I really do.
What wows me out is that after Needy hears all this, she gets this conclusion like, I got to kill Jennifer.
Look, Chris. I think
for a fact that she has to kill Jennifer when we see her in that prom dress running clear into that blue screen background of that abandoned pool.
Well, also we gotta talk about the we also have to talk about the montage of the movie where she's taking what should be taking like days to fucking do research on a succubus. It took her a total of 1 hour of montages to figure this shit out.
Speaking of something that took an hour, I'm not pleased. I'm not pleased with the fact that I sat through an hour to see her get sacrificed at a frame rate of Warriors of Virtue.
Like I said, I'm fine with the way it was, man. I like how they did when they finally get to the prom. No, the real quick, we don't have to go into it, but the funeral of that kid that died. They had the two golf kids there, like, we want to be down there with you. It's so dark and all that. And the mom, like, cussed them out. I was just thinking to myself, Diablo, are you happy? You have shitted on golf so enough in this movie. Are you happy?
Clearly, we get your agenda. You hate goths. We get it. We totally get it.
Yeah, they're fucking losers. You know that's what she said. You know that's exactly the way she said. Yeah, they're fucking losers.
But
Go
I
out,
like,
pussy.
but I like Anita's trying to tell her boy, like, hey, don't go to prom with Jennifer. Just stay away from prom. Be safe. And yet this dude's looking at her like, I don't believe nothing that you said with this succubus. So, all right, whatever. You're being weird.
It's like, yep. I mean, you've been weird. Like, you've been weird ever since I've been laying all of that magnificent pipe.
Piping down, and then I get nothing.
Yo, tell me why at this prom I half expected to see, I kind of half expected to see time skip Kevin Bacon showing up and, pop locking.
Really? Yo, here's the question.
I mean, it did have that atmosphere when you think about it.
True.
It did. But here's my thing. When I saw Amanda Seyfried show up in that dress, here's me, bitch, what type of dress are you wearing?
Again, where was Kevin Bacon and the pop locking?
Yeah, man, it's like I'm supposed to be hearing, I'll be watching you. Dum, 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 dum.
Oh yeah, time out, dog. I laughed my ass off at the so they're at the dance, right? And to even dog pile on her, like, with the emos, is them walking around on some, like, I hate the prom, I'm anti-establishment to the prom. I'm like, okay, I guess.
I think they get to the prom, and immediately Jennifer, who was fucking sick as a dog, who needs to eat, goes for the easiest kill. Not a hobo, not someone she could just run up to, pull up on and just eat. No, she has to do it with flair and drama. She goes to her best friend's boyfriend, and this nigga, because why again?
Well, because clearly Needy did not like the 6-inch piping, so he figures, hey Megan
Chris,
Fox can appreciate this.
Hey, Chris.
Yep.
Chris, first off, you said 6-inch piping. No, piping means that you actually did something. No, you mean that 6-inch penciling that she got.
No, in his but in his head, D, he thought he was laying the pipe down. All right, so
in his head,
dude, in his head, he thought he was Peter North.
Yeah, Chris.
Oh, I thought Peter North was the cum shot dude. That wouldn't it be Lexington Steele?
No, Lex Steele is every black kid. We all want to be Lex Steele. Real talk. It, like, you know how Dave Chappelle said, "Yeah, Ron, I know you. I got my stroke from you." No, from D. If we ever meet on Lexington Steele,
aka Clifford.
Like, Mr. Steele, it's an honor to meet you, sir. Real talk, I got my stroke from you. So, like, he's like, do you yell like me? No. Do you not doing it right? Like, I got kids, nigga. Fuck them. That night.
But here's the thing too. You know what had me rolling is that fucking bootleg. Okay, the band is called Low Shoulder, by the way, right? I like how Needy is.
Sounds like an FGC term.
So
to be honest with you, Low Shoulder does sound like a lame alternative rock band, so I'm cool with that.
But here's the funny part, and it's foreshadowing. I like how Needy had she white woman and had her arms crossed watching the band play, like, you motherfuckers, you dare come here. And I'm just
the breeze and through me, I will watch you. That type of music.
Yeah. While Jennifer is kissing up on Needy's boyfriend as the music is playing. So
it's like, little do you know, little does he know, I'm setting him up. Oh, he is so dead.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I like how Needy just stopped for 2 seconds and thought, And when she thought, she went to her brain, and her brain says, you have 14 unanswered messages. Where's my boyfriend? Next message. Where's my boyfriend? Next message. Where's my boyfriend?
Next message. Lady Rosebud. Tink, 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 tink.
It's like this. Next message. All of a sudden you hear all, hey yo, pick up the phone, bitch. Pick up the phone. I gotta tell you something. Call me back, nigga. Bye. Click.
Now, Jennifer, they go to the pool that clearly hasn't been cleaned in quite a long time. And that's a pool every time white people get out of it. D had his one joke against white people. Boom.
No, that was the interpretation of. That was Cameron's interpretation of, yo, that's a lofting pool.
Lofting pool.
In fact, that is the pool that white people apparently bathe in, because apparently I heard through the grapevine that white people just bathe in the pool and think that's good enough.
Yeah, you know, just like, why white people? Why?
It's not enough that, we add chlorine in the pool in case people pee in the pool because folks are nasty. And then we get this bullshit revelation of, I just jump in the pool and just swim. That's my shower. And I'm like, excuse me, what? What?
White?
Have you heard of? Hold on. Have you heard of soap?
They haven't heard of washcloths, D. They haven't heard of washcloths. I thought Dave Chappelle was bullshitting until I went to a white person's house and they had no fucking washcloth. I'm like, what?
Again, ladies and gentlemen, I will keep repeating this joke until I am blue face. What did the first Moor say to all the Anglo-Saxon people? Y'all niggas never heard of soap?
I mean, I'm just like, anyways, so basically the movie turns into fucking Jaws.
And I mentioned to the guys, like, yo, this is the last act of the movie. It is only 15 minutes long, but the whole shit takes about 30
15 minutes more.
It feels like it goes on for 30 more minutes.
Well, like
how is this movie going by? How is this movie going by fast, but yet it is moving at a snail's pace?
Because the movie decided to all of a sudden bring up Jennifer's other powers that we didn't know. Apparently, this chick can fucking levitate.
Yeah, because, thank you for that. She didn't have enough power. That felt like that was a last minute power they gave her. It really did.
It's like, okay, so you're a zombie, you have Wolverine healing factor. Okay, I can buy that.
You can float.
Now you can float. So do you shoot eye lasers out your eyes?
Because that was the next thing I was going to say.
Instead of showing off an example, random examples of her powers, what does she do? Excuse me, I'm in the middle of I'm in the middle of devouring this this 6-inch pounder here, aka your ex-boyfriend, who now decides to go with me.
You know what would be great? You said, I'm about to eat this 5-inch pounder. It's 6. No, it's not.
No. No, wait, D, hold on. When he says, it's 6, that's cute.
You know what?
Sweetie, I was giving you 2 extra inches.
You know what was a funny little dialogue and stuff? I had to look it up. It was funny, right? Because the movie, like you said, by the end, it's like the 15 minutes of the chasing and talking is ridiculous. But this little dialogue had me rolling. Like, Needy's like, why do you need him? You can have anybody you want, Jennifer, so why Chip? And she's like, I'm not insecure, Needy. God, that's a joke. How could I ever be insecure? I was a snowflake queen. And then he's like, yeah, 2 years ago when you were socially relevant. And I'm like, so are we really having this conversation right now? Okay.
Yeah, we are.
Well, she did all... No.
You want to know why we're having the world's most pointless argument between these two characters? Is because we need the boyfriend who's clearly dying to pick up that pole and give her the pole.
Oh. And then also Jennifer's like, I'm going to eat your soul and shit it out. And then Needy's like, I thought you only murder boys. I go both ways. I'm like, boo, movie, boo.
Boo. It did it. Again.
Movie. Stop it.
No actually errors. No errors.
It.
You know what just happened? It just happened. Look, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened, guys. When we all heard that movie, we all silently hopped on our phones, booked a flight. We all met each other at the airport. We all hopped on Delta. We don't give a shit. We just need to go. We all hopped on Delta. We got off the plane.
Better than Spirit.
Look, we got off the plane, hopped in the taxi cab, got out the taxi cab, checked in the hotel, got out the hotel, got a Uber this time. We go all the way to Beverly Hills, knock on the door of Diablo Cody, and we beat her down with bats. You didn't earn that joke.
Your fucking brother.
No more. Actually,
Diablo Cody was.
You forgot.
Look, hold on.
D. You forgot to mention that we stopped off at. You forgot to mention that we stopped off at a Harbor Freight store.
Yeah, we did. Yo, wonderful. Look, wonderful. We all get. We do all the reverse. Get back to DC. Right? Why all of a sudden we turn the news, we see this. And in today's news today, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E were all arrested today for beating Diablo Cody to death.
I don't know what they're talking about. I was in a match.
Look, we was in a match. Look, like here's Xavier Woods. We were clearly in Boston, Massachusetts. Shut up, nigger. And just hit him upside the head.
Dude, why does Xavier Woods get hit upside the head with the same billy club from Back to the Future 2? The easy way.
Look, here's Big E, and I don't like Diablo Cody. I think her dialogue may need some help, but there's true artistry in the way she talks, and if I'm so bold to say, I think we need more writers just like her. Shut up, nigger.
Now, here's the thing. Now, in a typical movie, the movie would end with Needy, they wrestle around some more, and then she kills Jennifer, and that's that. No, the movie extends the movie out. The movie extends 10 more minutes, because now Jennifer disappears. She's chilling at home.
And look, in real talk, when she disappeared, I was so surprised she didn't just go flying through the roof of the fucking building and sprouted out wings and go into the night.
First off, I'm mad that you used the ending to Jeepers Creepers for that, by the way.
Exactly, but I'm surprised that she didn't do that at all.
Now I do have to mention, because we see her, she took the stabbing, and Jennifer's like, all right, I need to go. Okay, my healing factor isn't, it's not working 100%. I need to go back to my house, lay down, take a nap, maybe, and then I'll be all right.
No, go out to my house, jerk off.
Meanwhile, apparently Needy rolls in there like a fucking loud ass goddamn ninja, and Combat rolls through the window.
Wait. No, see, CJ. I was going to mention that part. I was going to mention that part next before D jumped in. What I was going to say was, what happens next is, first of all, shout out to Needy going Laura Croft / Claire Redfield / homegirl from Jessica Jones minus the shitty mask, and
a dash of a Hattori Hanzo, with the subtlety of a Mack truck by throwing in straight up ragdoll physics of flying through the window. She flies through Jennifer's window again. I swear that was a freaking dummy. That was a dummy that flew through that window. You know what I said when I saw that? Dude, it's the same dummy from Martin. You know where you see the back legs, where you see the legs flying around everywhere. Dude, I am shocked. Look. When that happened, here's me. Hey, movie. Are you proud? Are you proud that you gave money to that stunt man for that useless scene? Are you proud of that?
So
Like the dog, like dude, but like you said, CJ, she combat rolls into the room and she's already on top of Jennifer. I was like, oh, you like seeing her on top of her Jennifer? I mean, we like seeing Needy on top of Jennifer that much that we're gonna do it again.
But here's the thing. So they're going back and forth. She has one of those little fucking knives that you can get from Home Depot and shit, and they're fighting. And it's like when she snatches the necklace off her neck, all of a sudden Jennifer somehow accepts that she's gonna get killed and just lands on the bed, and Needy comes down, stabs her on some slow motion 300 shit, like and stabs her.
No, wait, hey CJ, you almost forgot. So you forgot that the moment she saw the Best Friends Forever necklace, she tore it off of her in slow motion. Here's me in the background, right behind you. Symbolism.
Now here's the thing.
And D, here's D's little dash of all that, because that's when Amanda came down in slow motion. D. Now
here's the thing. She stabs her, and Jennifer's sister, I believe. I think it was a sister.
Mom? I don't fucking know.
Look, if that's her mom, I'm
Relative,
like, goddamn,
basically.
somebody, because that don't not look like.
Oh no, guys, we got it all wrong. Person that didn't show up until this scene.
Yeah, so that's when we cut back to when we saw her at the beginning of the movie, and we realized the fact that Jennifer biting her gave her the succubus powers.
Is that how it works?
So somehow succubus are zombies where you get bitten and you get the powers.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I already knew. Needy. I already knew you would become my successor because when you kill me, you're gonna have the juice now.
Got the juice now, dog.
Show needy. Like, show Needy sitting Indian style, floating in her room, right? She kicks open the door, waving the 4-4, and makes her way out of the insane asylum. I like how she walks through that steel fence, leaving the body outline like something out of a cartoon.
Right out of a Warner Brothers cartoon, bro.
I mean, and here's the thing. So she gets out of prison. And I remember seeing this in theaters and stuff, and like I think right when she gets in the car with Lance Henderson, which I'm like, I agree with you, D, a fucking waste.
Here's my thing, real quick, and I hate to go on the short rant. Everybody, if anybody knows the 3 Black Geeks show, podcast, you know for a fucking fact that no bullshit, Lance Henderson is in my top 15. I love him. So to see him only be in this movie that was clearly up his goddamn alley to be in, and he does nothing in there, I cut off the TV. I'm not even bullshit. I cut off the TV. Actually, in fact, no, this is actually, I lied, because this is much like I said last week when we were talking about Devil. This was another time, Eris, I hit a Brad Jones on off the Geek. The second I seen Lance, like, where you going? Here's me. Oh, what? There's only 1 minute left of the movie.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So I remember, like, after Lance Henderson drives off and it cuts the credits, I end up walking out the theater. So rewatching this again, I didn't know that during the credits, she actually goes and kills the band.
Yeah, she murders the entire band.
The band is in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool because you see the band. It's like they kind of record half the crap they were doing. And so you see like a little behind the scenes shit. And then all of a sudden she comes to the room and just fucking murders them. You see the cops come up there and all the rest of that shit. But at this point, they're showing the credits. And just to be honest with you, yeah, you're turning off the movie at this point.
Yeah, so you wouldn't know. So you wouldn't know this. Because you're thinking, man...
Unless you've seen it on Netflix when it came out on Netflix the first time, you didn't see the rest of this.
Yeah. So it's like when I saw it... Because, I mean, to me, when I came out the theater, I felt... I'm one of those people that I always want to see somebody get their comeuppance, right? So it kind of
Yeah.
sucked about the end. It was like, damn, they didn't go after the band? That sucks. So watching it again, I was like, oh, she did get revenge. Okay, cool. That's great.
I'm glad she did get a revenge at the end because it would have sucked if she did.
Yeah,
but
also too, I thought it was funny and convenient how, like you said, they Kobe the knife into the waterfall, and she went back to the place of seeing the crime, and it just washed up.
Happened to find the knife. It's like, like that and seeing Lance Henderson. It's like, yo, fuck you, movie. Go fuck yourself for real. Why?
But yeah, that's Jennifer's Body. I will say this though, I truly feel that this movie got a bad break. To me,
I don't know. I think the movie got a bad break. Yeah, of course it did get a bad break, but we've seen it now. There's nothing really with this movie. I will say this. While there is a lot of fun to be had in this movie, that's about it. You're not going to take it seriously, and it's not a movie you're going to see more than once. This is a movie you see every, like, almost, in my case, every 10 years or so. You don't really give a crap about this movie like that.
It was crazy. So 2009 was a year where we had some, like, weird... It was a weird year for, like, horror stuff because we had... That was the same... So, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 had came out around this time. It came out like a month and a half before Jennifer's Body.
Yeah, it did.
So you had
that was another movie that was being edgy and because that movie they said fuck like I think over like 300 and something times. They really used the word fuck a whole lot. Even Malcolm McDowell as the new Dr. Pleasance, who was actually playing doing Donna Pleasance's role in Halloween. He was pretty good in the first one. The second one, they just made him a complete asshole. And he just said the word fuck like 1,000 times also. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
But then the same year, you also had Sorority Row, which I low key enjoyed it.
I hated it.
I had free tickets. I had free tickets to it, so that's probably where the enjoyment came in because I was riffing the shit out of it, and it was fucking hilarious.
There you go.
But also, what the fuck was the other? The Final Destination came out that same year too.
I didn't like that one. I'm a Final Destination fan too. I didn't like it either. It was because I think the last death where everybody got saved at was such a Rube Goldberg type of. It was like so. I was like, no, this is so stupid. Y'all had to up the ante and then know how to finish it.
But opening weekend for Jennifer's Body was interesting because I seen a good chunk of these movies. So Cloudy with the Challenge and Meatballs beat it out, and The Informant, great movie by the way, and Love Happens. Never seen it, but I remember hearing it. But yeah, those three movies beat it out and stuff. And Tyler Perry's I Can Do Bad All By Myself beat it out too. So
that's kind of funny. I Can Do Bad All By Myself was actually one of the ones that were forgettable when it comes to the Tyler Perry movies. Seriously,
that was an 80-minute movie about Taraji drinking, and apparently her niece got touched wrong by somebody, and Mary J. Blige was doing the Mary J. Blige dance. For reasons unknown, I don't know. So
and then she really.
Oh, Brian White was the guy that touched the girl wrong. Yeah, that's who it was. And
of course, Brian White did it, but no.
and then Taraji was in love with a Iranian dude, whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Look. Put it this way. Just be happy that was actually Taraji's really, really big payday, so good for her.
Yeah. But Jennifer's Body, though, it did catch a bad break from a lot of people, because I just remember people taking the piss out of it. It was getting endless Razzies and everything across
this is a movie that, but let's just be real, this is a movie that was popular enough for the Razzies to shit on it. It was that type of movie for a lot of critics not to be super favorable to, because let's just look at it. Unless you worked for a magazine that just really wanted to make a little bit of extra money off of this shit, you're not going to really praise it. You know what I mean? Because even if we gave our little things in, our reviews in, they were probably saying, okay, they didn't like it. So it's like, it got that. What it did get, and I'm glad it did, is it does have a cult following.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of people really do love this movie. And I got to be honest with you, they have every right to. Have you seen this movie? There's a lot of fun to be, like I said, I admit that. There's a lot of fun to be had in this movie. It really is.
Can I be real? I'm surprised it didn't go... The franchise didn't hit the direct-to-DVD sequel-itis.
You know?
Like, they just did a sequel that has nothing to do with Samantha Seyfried's character. It's just another fucking story of somebody getting sacrificed.
Just another girl named Jennifer getting stabbed. And she's getting the powers of Satan, getting the powers of Morgan getting the powers off of Morgan off of Darkstalkers for whatever reason.
First of all, she's supposed the way it's supposed to go down is she's supposed to hack up the person who tried to sacrifice her with the sword of Longinus, and then she's supposed to be staring into the white light as she's bleeding out of her abdomen, and the devil speaks to her and says, "Do you want to make a deal?" And she goes, "I don't want to die. I don't want to die." And then we see her walking down the street into the neighborhood completely butt naked and bloodied.
You want to know what Eris is talking about? I want you to listen to Bam's episode on Bible Black Guided. It was actually our first hentai. It was the second episode of Bam, actually.
It would have been like, it's kind of like this. I hate to say it, D, I know you probably do hate it. Idle Hands, I'm surprised that didn't get a fucking direct-to-DVD sequel.
I'll be honest with you. I may have seen Idle Hands once. I don't remember nothing about it.
I mean, all I know is Devon Sawa fucked, what's her face? Dark Angel chick,
Alba.
Shit, Jessica Alba. You fucked Jessica Alba and stuff, and he had to cut off his hand, and then Eldon Henson and Seth Green were zombies, and they made fun of themselves in Robot Chicken. It was very weird. And also Vivica Fox played a bounty hunter that was looking for said devil hand, and I'm like, okay, that's weird.
So look. It got that, and of all the stuff, like I said, it got praised and all that, but like I said, it's kind of interesting seeing the flip side of it, because Megan has joined up with the Me Too movement. She, people are looking at her stuff now, and she's getting criticized for doing movies like this, and it's one of the weird backlashes from feminism that happens. But I think it's not just feminism. I think this is how people are now, because people are like, oh, you said it back then, so you still believe it now. Like, they don't believe in growth. You know what I mean? I think those, at the end, just to be real, those people are idiots. But it is kind of interesting to see, like, there's a new batch of people that are shitting on Megan Fox because she made this movie 10 years ago. And people see her as a hypocrite of the whole Me Too movement. And it's like, bitch, do you know what she went through at that time? How Hollywood was about to dump her like they dumped Jennifer's body over that fucking into that waterfall. You know what I mean? It's amazing how people are like that. But here's the thing. There's a lot of fun to be had in this movie.
Speaking of fun, I do want to mention one more thing before I end up forgetting. When Needy jumped on top of Jennifer and they were going through that struggle fest with the box cutter, I like how she managed to break free long enough just so she can give her that X mark, and instead of Zorro, I go Xena.
Oh my god, man.
So hey, that's it. Next week, more than likely, actually next week I think that'd be a good thing to do. Next week we get into an anime, and this anime is very unique. It is one of the, but we're not going to go into the series of it. We're just going to do the CGI movie that came out a year and a half ago. It's amazing. It's called Gantz Zero. If you've never seen it, holy shit! It's a holy shit movie. We're gonna fucking review
I gotta be
this.
real. That's gonna be one of those shows where I may or may not spoil certain things from the manga because I am deeply invested in that series and that series.
Really?
That series. I'll say put it this way, folks. Gantz is a series that you're intrigued by the premise for the first 3 volumes or so. It feels like it's very standard, and then it jumps the shark. Does it jump the shark or does it get insanely good and then like the next volume is complete shit? It's really good with the premise and then it jumps the shark and then it turns into what you pretty much thought it was going to be. And it's like, well, of course it was this. It's always that, so.
Well, yeah, well, like I said.
Again, Zero is fucking insane. I love it.
Yeah,
so
this movie is fucking insane. Imagine if Imagine if Spirits Within was actually fucking good and it was a horror movie, and at the same time it was nothing but a big ass video game. Holy shit, this movie, y'all.
Yep.
So yeah, that was Jennifer's Body. Everybody, stay tuned for our next topic. We gonna catch y'all way later. We done.
Way later. Kobe.
Production.